Hi Sanjay, good
Hi.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you?
Yeah, since 4 5 days I'm biting the bullet, but I can manage myself. Yeah. What about you?
Great, good. A little busy nowadays because of this pollution in Delhi. Kids have online school, so they're studying from home. So keeping quite busy with them. So this is my side of story. So it's
Okay.
been, I would say, we're connecting after quite a lot of days now. So
Yeah.
how's everything going on at your end, other than your
In
work and your how's your
work,
health, how's your preparation for this English yari with English yari going on?
in terms of English, everything is going fantastic. I'm reading, watching, listening every day, and I'm inculcating vocabulary on daily basis. I'm reading book, and so English journey is going good, and I have improved a lot actually. I have started talking with my bosses, with my colleague, fellows, peers. So every whenever I'm getting time, so I'm talking.
No, that's
So
wonderful.
I got to know that the more you speak, the more you will be become fluent. So this is the
Absolutely,
way.
absolutely.
So in terms of English, I'm attending session on regular basis. But
Uh-huh,
in terms
uh-huh,
of company, I told you that I'm biting the bullet since 4 5 days. So I'm managing myself,
uh-huh.
and somehow I think it is not going to last forever. After some
Okay.
time, that will be okay.
All right, all right, all right. That's great, great. Yes, I'm sure things will get better. You know, things never stay the same. They do get
Right.
better.
Actually, it's been mm, we, we are very close, and I'm talking about my friend. We have been together since 15 years,
Oh,
and yeah, and we had conflict before some days back. Actually, I would say a couple of days back, and after 15 years spending together, and there was the intense argument with me and with him actually. And I think we were together till 15 years. I think at least it will take 15 days to be resolved.
Uh, yes, you were together for 15 years. Probably that's the reason, you both are taking so long to resolve this conflict. So, in this case, I would say if you're feeling so bad about it, why don't you take that first step and resolve
already I
it?
have taken already I have taken my first step, and I have second hand actually.
Okay, so everything is getting better.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to talk with me, and
So in
he.
that case, I think you should leave it on him if he wants to continue with the friendship, because it doesn't only it does not only depend upon you, it also depends upon your friend. So if he wants to go ahead with the conflict and do not want to continue with the friendship, then it's
Yeah.
his choice, I would say. Then you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Actually, we are working together in the same company. So I thought that I think I can't hold my anger for a long time, and because somehow it will hurt myself actually, and I will lose something. But God has taught me that if something is hurting you, and I think you should initiate, and I
Yeah,
think
you should be assertive.
you are the first person who can resolve the problem.
Absolutely, a person
And
should be assertive. I said not aggressive.
yes,
Yeah,
I
that's
tried, but I didn't get proper response. So okay, I'm thinking,
no. I
I
think
think
it's
I
not.
should
That's what I
leave all
said.
these things in time, on time.
Yeah, that's what I said, that it does not only depend upon you, it also depends upon him, that if he
Yeah,
wants to keep this friendship or he wants to end it here. So
yeah.
that could be, it could be, we can take it this way, that it could be the reason that he picked up this argument, that he wants to end it here, or some other reason that he could not confront directly with you and he just picked up the wrong way to end it.
Wrong way, I would say that actually we had a fought, and we had argument, and actually he has good bonding with boss, and so he went there and he has explained about argument, and boss suddenly he has decided, and he has changed my place. Boss has changed my place without discussing with me. So
Ah,
I
there
got
are
to know
some inner
that.
politics. So
Yeah,
there are
hello.
some inner politics, right?
I can't say, ma'am, that is politics and that is policing. But I would say that I got to know that actually I have learned about leaders. The true leader is that who should listen both party. I think,
Absolutely.
yeah,
True that.
and then he should have concluded, I think, and
Hmm.
then whatever would have been a consequences I would have faced, but he has decided and he has changed my place,
Huh.
and I didn't go in front of him,
Hmm.
and politely I have accepted his decision, and I'm
Hmm.
working out there, and I'm meeting throughout the day. I'm meeting on regular basis, but I didn't discuss about my
So I think
opinion,
that
my
is the reason
stance.
that he
But
picked up this conflict.
I think he is thinking that he will come and he will discuss. But I think this is not a proper way, and
Absolutely.
already you have decided.
I totally agree with you. This is not how it should have worked, or how
Yeah,
it should have actually ended up. But I think this is what he wanted, and that is why he picked up an I would say um, which not required argument with you, and he just ended up because that is something related to the job, the place that he has got it
right,
now.
right,
Yeah, so the people do that. So this is what it shows, that he was never a true friend. Then he was looking for the right moment. Then you should not feel
yeah.
bad about it, because a true friend
Mm-hmm.
will never ditch you at your back. He will never stab your back. If a friend
This is the
stabs
part
you,
of life. So it is a part of life as we fight with others actually, and yeah, definitely it will happen actually if you are working together. So it may be sometime. So I think we shouldn't.
I think, don't you think that he should have come up and spoken
Mhm.
directly with you? He should have confronted you about it,
Yeah,
rather than ending up friendship like this, which is 15 years longer friendship.
yeah, yeah,
This is not a small time. 15 years, I would say, it's not
yeah,
a
yeah,
small
yeah.
time. But I think he chose that. He
Right,
chose.
like he would have thought something, and uh, so definitely he would have thinking about that I should end friendship. I think.
Could have,
Yeah. It's
could have.
okay.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad about it, but people are like that. You come to know about their true colors when there is an opportunity and when there is a need. So the people actually come up with their true colors. Otherwise, they tend to camouflage it. So I think you should not feel bad about it. Trust me, then.
Yes.
Okay. So as we discussed, you discussed your little personal story with me today.
Yeah.
So the topic is also about that, which is about expressing anger. All right,
Yes.
so let's move ahead with it. So, okay, now as you said that you were biting someone's head off and you had this argument with your friend. So, otherwise, other than this situation, can you describe a situation where you felt very angry, or this is only the one situation that you felt very angry?
I'm not getting angry, ma'am. I used to get angry before 2018, and I have control on myself, and
So,
I
any
have worked.
situation, do you remember any situation where you actually got extremely angry, and your anger was at top, and I would like to know, how did you handle it?
Sometime, I have to tell about. Okay. So I used to get angry. So every time I was short temper, I would say that before 2018. So frequently I used to get angry, and
Okay, so it was like a
I can't.
bubble
Huh?
popping now. It was like your
Yeah.
anger was like a bubble popping up.
Yes, yes, yes. And so many a times I had fought with my bosses, with my fellows, but I was realizing that that was hurting me, and
Yes.
somehow I was hurting myself, and
Uh-huh.
I was realizing that my energy is getting down,
Huh.
and so at that time. But
Uh-huh.
I think God, I was quite fortunate that, and I started doing meditation and listening to spiritual discourses, and I got to know that anger is like a firewall you are having in your hand, and you are trying to throw on somebody. So it is first that firewall will harm your hand.
Huh.
So I try every time to be in cool and composed, and
Huh.
yeah, so I can't recall many a times I have fought with my bosses.
Okay, all right. So you used to, but okay, that's really good that if you have controlled it, that's a really good thing, I would say. Yeah. So now I would like to know. So, what do you think? Is it better to express anger or suppress it? Why?
No, no, no. Actually, I think you have to be strict.
Hmm.
If you have been assigned for any work and if you are in position, and so you are responsible for that,
Hmm.
and you cannot let your work suffer. And
Hmm.
doing anger is not a solution, I think, because and you can be strict, but doing anger is definitely you will not get anything, and you will lose your energy, and even you can check your pulse at that time. You can check your BP. Definitely, your BP would be high at that time, and strictness is something different, and anger is something different, ma'am.
Huh.
And so uh, actually, I'm a spiritual person, so I have learned till now that these are the vices: uh, calm, growth, lust, greed, arrogance, anger, resentment. These are the vices, and
Hmm.
our true nature is compassion and love. These are the true nature. So you can be strict, but I think anger is not fruitful either.
Anger is not fruitful. I completely agree with you. But don't you think that it is good to express your anger, but it should be expressed in such a way that other person understands that you're angry and does not even hurt that person.
Yeah.
However, a
So
person
that
in
is
anger will
that
not
is
think about
strictness. That is strictness, and you can show your strictness, and
it.
you can
Yes,
keep
I don't
yourself,
understand.
steady at that time.
Hmm.
You can keep yourself stable, and you can show your strictness at that time. So that is,
Huh.
I would say, that is not anger, and that is your responsibility.
Huh. Correct, absolutely correct. I totally agree with that. Now, okay. So, how do you usually express your anger? Through words, actions, or silence?
I always try to express. I always try to say in cool and composed manner, and whatever, whatever job I'm giving to my associate, my fellows. So I always give in polite manner. But if I see the work is suffering and nobody is listening to me, and they are just beating around the bush, and uh, they are doing time pass. So uh, I have been strict at that time every time, and so in a such a way, I complete my work.
Necessarily, I do complete
Mhm.
my
Yeah,
work. Okay, not
mm,
necessity, it's necessarily, all right?
yeah, necessary. Yeah.
Okay, now, have you ever regretted something you did or said out of anger? What did
Yeah,
you learn?
many a times. uh, yeah, so I used to get angry before 2018, and
You told me.
I had fought many a times. So after fighting, I was realizing that I shouldn't have done in this way, and I should have done in proper way. And so many times I realized that, and actually I had paid for, actually. I was suffering for that, actually. And so if I kept on doing, I was thinking that if I would have keeping on that continue, actually, so definitely I would have left my job, actually. uh, so I would say that many times I had regretted that I could have said in proper way. And so actually, I'm just telling you, I can. This is the instance I can say. And he was. We were discussing, and he was telling about that. So uh, we are close friend, And actually, what we have done, actually, we are close friend. He was discussing about something, and but he is senior actually. He is one step above on me,
Okay,
and
okay.
he is one step above, and he is leading the team. He is the in charge of that area, and I am working. I am working. I am not working under him, but he is senior than me. So
Right.
we used to handle the things in proper way, means friendly. But suddenly uh, he was telling that thing in proper way, and he was telling that you could have done this work in this way. Why you didn't do?
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Yeah. So at that time, I got angry, but
Okay.
because I used to resolve problem in very polite way and very well mannered.
Correct, correct, correct.
Yeah, so I told him that you cannot say me in this way,
Right.
and so the my next fellow was sitting over there, and
Hmm.
he was telling in front of him this thing, and so I thought that it is not up to the mark, and he shouldn't have said in this way.
Huh, huh.
And suddenly he told me that now you will not look after this plant,
Hmm,
and now you will look after now you are not allowed to look this plant, and
hmm.
tomorrow onwards you will look that plant. So suddenly I got angry. I lost my temp. I lost my I would say stability, and
Hmm.
I told him that this is not your plant, and this is not your and it has not it has not been written to you actually.
Huh,
This is this is not your plant,
huh.
and we have to discuss with top management, and
Sorry. Hmm.
you can yeah you cannot release me from this plant.
Hmm.
And so I have expressed my views in front of them, and there were so many fellows at that time. So
Okay.
that was my expression, and he went to top boss management, and he had discussed, and he had shown their power actually.
All right, all right,
Yeah.
all right. Got that, got that. I got it now.
So so I said that, so I'm realizing that, and I could have said in other way, but yeah. Mm,
And I got your point. Got your point.
mm,
Okay.
mm,
Right.
mm,
Now let's do a small role play. All right.
mm,
So the thing is that it's about customer service complaint. Okay. So customer is like, it's his customer is angry about receiving the wrong order at a restaurant, and manager is calmly trying to handle the customer's complaint and resolve the issue. So what you have to do is now you have to express your frustration, but try not to be rude.
yeah.
Okay, and say what you want to happen. Exactly what you want is to be taken care. So can we start?
Sure, sure, man. So
Start.
I'm
Customer, I
so
was manager.
you are customer and I'm
You
shopkeeper.
you are the manager. Manager.
I'm the manager.
Yeah, and you're the manager. I'm the customer. So I'm angry because I have been served wrong item on my table, which I did not order. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, let me get into the role now. All
Sure,
right.
sure.
So, manager, please come here. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, ma'am. Tell me, what is your problem?
I ordered something else, but this is what I have been served. So this is how your restaurant works, and this is how you serve your customers.
Uh, I really apologize for that, ma'am, but I think it has done by my new, I would say, greenhorn person, and so I really apologize for that.
So you
And
should not let them come on, in front of the customers if they can't work properly. And why do you hire such trainees that we come here to relax, not to spoil our mood? But I think this is totally happening different way.
mm, Yeah, I got your point, man. I'm totally agree with you. But and he's in training actually, and we are teaching them, and he has done this mistake. So should I serve again to you?
No, it's okay. I would like to just walk out from your restaurant. Thank you so much. Okay, now this is one way of expressing anger. So other way of expressing anger would be, hi manager, can you please come here?
Okay, ma'am, tell me.
Okay, the thing is that I ordered chicken biryani, but I think something went wrong and I have received the wrong order. Could you please check and make my order correct?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to. I will check, ma'am, why it happened actually. And
Sure.
you
Thank you
have
so
ordered
much.
some. You
Thank
have
you.
ordered something. Yeah,
Yes.
and
I'll wait for my order because I do not like what they have served. So if you could please get me my chicken biryani. Thank you so much. And done. Sorted.
yeah, yeah.
So these are two different ways of expressing anger. So which
Right.
do you think is the better way? The first one or the second one?
Second one is good, and
Good, right?
because
The first
everywhere anybody can do mistakes.
Absolutely. And the first one, I was rude. I was very mean while speaking. In the second one, I was polite, though I expressed my anger and about the service that I did not like it. And manager felt, I think manager would have felt more bad in this way than the first way. Because in the first way, he'll just remember me as a rude customer, mean customer,
Yes.
right? Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead. So, do you think that anger ruin relationships? People say the things said in anger are bad and cannot be reversed. Is it true?
Yeah, it can be reversed, and anything is not going to last forever, and the time can heal everything. And mm, but anger is, I think, anybody, nobody should be indulged in anger, and this is a kind of disease, and this is kind of vices, I think,
Hmm.
and definitely it is not going to help anyhow. And
Hmm.
yes,
Correct. Correct. Absolutely. We should try not to indulge in anger,
yeah,
but some of the circumstances are such which fumes you up, which actually it can really heat us up, or I can say it can
without disturbing
really
yourself, you can, without disturbing yourself, if you can do, and so that is okay. But
absolutely.
if you are disturbing yourself, and if you are being indisciplined, and if you are going to teach somebody that you should be in discipline, but you are in not disciplined at that time, so
Correct.
it will not work.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, okay, so I want you to, explain me on. So this is kind of an extempore that I'm going to do right now with you. The topic is about expressing anger, and we know that anger is a natural human emotion that we all experience, right? It can rise in response of frustration, injustice, or feeling misunderstood. Now, while it is a normal part of life, the way we express anger can significantly impact our relationships, correct? And even the world around us. So, I want you to describe three things in this to me: why we get angry, how we can express anger, and healthy ways to manage anger. So, it's like, you just have to include these three top points in mind. These are the main pointers, okay? And try to speak on this topic if you can.
uh, uh, which are three things, ma'am?
I'll repeat once again for you. The first one is that why we get angry, how anger is expressed, and healthy ways to manage anger.
Yeah. I forgot to, to first two.
Okay, I'll repeat once again. Why we get angry,
Okay.
how
Mhm.
anger is expressed, and healthy ways to manage anger.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So why we get angry? Because the things, whatever we have assigned the work to anybody, and the work is not going to according our ways. So at
Hmm.
that time, we get angry, and this is the way. And it can be nature of anybody, and they if somebody is getting angry every time, so I think it can be their knack, I think. And uh, so so I told that if the thing is not going according to our way, so suddenly at that time we generally get angry. But how can we do our work in proper way? So I think we have to be strict and without disturbing ourselves. I think we can advise. And
Hmm.
if we are cool and composed, and we are telling about my work that you could have done this in proper way. So I
Hmm.
think if you are in stable, and I think that vibe will will affect that guy, those who is in front of you. And
Right.
if you are in a stable state, I think your state of mind is stable. So definitely that person will catch that vibe,
Oh,
and you can be strict. So in this way you can complete your work. And how you can manage your
to keep
anger, I think.
relationships safe, I would
Yeah.
say.
And how can you manage your work? If you will practice meditation on daily basis, and if you will not watch, listen, and read futile and unfruitful thing, and if you will work on yourself, so definitely you are able to, and you will be able to control on your anger. And so these are the techniques.
Perfect. Very well said. Very well spoken, I would say. Now, since you're moving ahead with the feedback, so actually, I could make note of just one word. I wanted to note down few more words, which I could not. Okay, one was I'm just sending you on the chat box. Could you please pronounce this word for me once? Hmm.
Today I have completed my 1 year actually. Today is 20th of
Oh, wow.
November actually, and the moment I started learning English, so that was 20th November of
Wow.
2023. So it's been 1 year, but I don't know. Today I am fumbling. Today I am stammering, I think.
That's really wonderful. That's really good to know the progress that you can
Yes.
see in yourself.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now in the chat box, I've sent you the word.
Yeah.
Like, can you pronounce that word for me?
Fellow.
It's not fellow, it's fellow.
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 Okay.
Fellow. Fellow.
Okay. Fa. Only fa.
It's fair. Fair.
Fa. Okay. Fellow.
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 Okay.
Fellow.
Okay. So Sanjay, this is what I wanted to say. Yes, you have to work on your pronunciation
Yeah. Yeah.
because that is because of mother tongue influence. Some of the words are there which are not pronounced correctly. As I told you, I could not note down all the words. I was able to note down just
Mm.
one word.